see, though, exactly what is handed down and who is given that win. Will Jarno keep it, or will it go to Mika Häkkinen? Next up, though, it is Team Germany versus Team GB. Sebastian Vettel back in a race seat. Wonderful to see the four-time Formula One world champion against David Coulthard. Seems strange now to say they're both former Formula One drivers. That just sounds absolutely crazy. They will be driving the Polaris Razor. Great fun cars. These really pitchy, difficult to drive, but a lot of fun.
Yeah, this car has a very different driving style compared to the other cars that they race here. So it's a kind of a special technique to get this to go around the track. It's super agile, super reactive on the steering wheel, and but the wheels are very exposed. So you touch one snowbank and you're in big trouble.
Waiting for the green lights, hoping not to jump the start, and away we go. It's green. David Coulthard on the right-hand side of your screen in the black Polaris. Sebastian Vettel in the red. That first corner on the outside line, it's really two left-hand turns separated by a short straight. On the inside line, it's one continuous left-hander, but that radius tightens as you reach kind of the second.
It's important to be tight out of that first corner, so all the way through this flowing section that you have a good rhythm, but they both look good.
I think DC had a little touch on the outer snowbank.
Remember that Seb came all the way to the final last year, so he'll be familiar with this car, with this track, and I think he's looking good already.
Good air over the jump from Sebastian Vettel. That chicane only in use for the Cupras, and over the line, David Coulthard is quite a way back, 56.0. That's 7 seconds. We're used to seeing just a couple of seconds, the gap with the Polarises. So DC, he's dropped way back now. Way back. Seb out there, having fun, kicking up the snow, getting the rear end out. He loves this race of champions. He's won it 7 times, the Nations Cup for Team Germany. Starting on that amazing run with Michael Schumacher. Now representing Team Germany with Michael's son, Mick. Great friends, the two of them.
He's not afraid to kick the car sideways and get on the gas and slide the car through the corner, but this is tighter than we thought.
So Vettel will take the win, but you're right, it is much tighter than we'd expected. So Sebastian Vettel takes first blood for Team Germany against Team GB. That's 1-0 for Team Germany. Great run by Vettel.
Yeah, great run by them both, but it seems like the inside line is a bit slower of that first lap, so we'll get used to seeing how the gaps are with the different cars now. But 8 tenths separating them, that means a good run by both.
It's wonderful seeing those little buggies.
The landing's so
fly
smooth
through the air.
Yeah, and these cars are made for jumping, aren't they? So the landing in this one is easy. The jump's easy flat, and the landing's so smooth. Oh, we touched the snowbank there. It's risky, but you gotta push. If you don't push, then you're out. So you gotta be willing to try and put the car on the edge. Because if you relax, then especially in this car being so agile, you lose a lot of time very quickly.
Doesn't matter where you come from, everyone is a Sebastian Vettel fan at heart, I think, here. Round 2 then of Team GB versus Team Germany. Mick Schumacher, Formula 2 and Formula 3 champion, will face up alongside Jamie Chadwick, 3-time W Series champion. There is Mick. And Keep Fighting logo on his helmet, of course, for Michael. Jamie Chadwick absolutely loves this event. She raced on the snow and ice last year. She's back before she moves over to Indy NXT, formerly known as Indy Lights. Can't wait to see how she fares out there. But for now, it's all about the snow and ice.
She's very happy to be going into this season now and,
yeah,
and stepping into Indy Lights. The massive opportunity. Another run with these Polarises. Let's see how it goes.
So in the blue, it's Mick Schumacher. In the yellow, it's Jamie Chadwick. Green light, Chadwick on that tighter inside line. Schumacher will be able to get his foot down through the flowing top section of the track here on the Baltic Sea in northern Sweden. I was talking to Jamie yesterday. She said the crazy thing about Racing Champions is you go out there, you put in what you think is a great lap, and then she said she went and stood trackside as Mick Schumacher contacts the wall. She went trackside and she was watching the Solbergs or Christopherson, and says they're just doing things I can't even imagine is possible. And she's absolutely loving her time here. Mick Schumacher has looked incredibly committed in his practice runs yesterday, but Chadwick in the yellow.
I think Jamie got off to a little bit hesitant the first corner, and I think Mick's really nailed it so far, being very aggressive, and I haven't seen any foot wrong from him so far.
7-second gap, pretty similar to what we saw between Coulthard and Vettel, and over the line between them it was only, as you said, about 0.8 of a second. So can Jamie pull this back as she takes the second half of the lap, right on board now with Mick Schumacher, getting the nose in and sliding around. Beautiful car control from Schumacher.
Yeah, it's a great run. I think he's still really nailing everything. It's slightly different being on the inside than on the outside, but he's brave. He dares to work with the pitch of the car, and he looks to be ahead, right?
Yeah. He is, but it's very tight closing couple of corners. Chadwick over the bump. It'll be 2-0 to Germany. Schumacher defeats Chadwick, and Team Germany go 2-0 up. So 3.2 seconds in the end, the gap between Schumacher and Chadwick. A great run from Mick Schumacher. He did have one contact with the snowbank, but other than that, a pretty perfect run.
Yeah, and you gotta be close to them, like and in this car you gotta. Yeah, there he really leans on it, doesn't he? But as I said before, it's so costly being under the limit. Like you really have to go for it, and sometimes it costs you. But if you get it right, like this was a great run, and he looks super fast.
Fast, committed. Beautiful lines from Mick Schumacher sliding around. You see there's a concrete barrier now on the start-finish straight. David Coulthard, he made contact with that in the practice session. I think it was in the supercar light. And
2-0 to Germany. Just congratulating Mick there. How was that out there in the Polaris?
Slippery. So the track, I think, is getting a bit challenging, but yeah, it's also the first run, so it's good to start with a win, and now hopefully we can build on that.
And it was close between you and DC, so was it a nice old rivalry between you?